East Coast Breakfast.
Look, Darren somehow, like, you know how they tell you in Durban, we know how many snakes there are all over. I don't mean physical people that are snakes stabbing you in the back. I mean an actual snake that can kill you with venom and teeth and everything.
Yeah.
So Darren found, I don't know how to even describe this, but you had an incident with a snake that you just decided he... you know what?
There was an intervention.
Yeah,
snake
I think
intervention.
the best way to describe this is to listen to this. This is Darren on TikTok.
I just came from a friend's business somewhere in Durban between Ballito, Nklanga and Tongaat. I got hysterical and I squealed and I screamed and I might have let out a little bit of wee. It's a little bit not noticeable, dried up immediately in this humidity. So as I'm leaving his premises on the pathway, I spot and then I search images and it turns out this is
No, it's insane.
I'm shooked.
He literally, as you can hear, took something off of its environment
Yeah.
into his environment with no protection. They say don't play with snakes, don't interfere with them.
I
Don't.
wasn't playing.
Well, you kind of did.
You were 100%. You were playing. You were doing the right thing, and you were playing with a snake.
What was I supposed to do? There were people.
Leave it.
Children could have walked.
No, but why do you? You might as well have put it on your head
No.
immediately and been like, "This is one of the most dangerous." And you know, there's no anti-venom in the province and the country.
I heard about that.
There's no
since
anti-venom, guys.
I did.
It would have been rest in peace, Darren Maule, but you were just being brave. We would have been here with someone else.
And then we have to
guy.
go there and say, "Oh,
You were such a great guy.
saving the planet."
Yeah, you were saving the planet. Greta Thunberg over here.
I thought I was doing the right thing.
Are you going to tell the people what you did?
I can tell you.
Are you going to tell us?
Okay, I'll tell you.
Tell us. What
Also,
you did.
there's context there. You're just saying that I'm running around.
Picking up snakes,
Yeah.
putting them in your
No,
pockets.
there's context.
Saving them
there.
from nowhere.
All right, 20 to 8. Will you allow me?
Yeah, you got to
Let me
share this
with
full
you
story.
why and how I'm the good guy.
It's just that one specific thing that he did with
Yeah.
the snake
Yeah.
in the car that like makes you wonder, is this man normal?
All right. I am walking out of a friend's small business in a, pseudo-rural part of KZN, right? And I spot this juvenile snake. Well, I say juvenile because it was about just over a foot long. What's that?
A snake expert knows the age of the snake,
yeah.
by the length.
Darren and the city.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, Darren in the city.
Because I know my friend's business and I know that a lot of parents come there and it was off and school had just come out. I thought there's going to be a lot of kids walking up and down this path. I don't want kids to run into the snake. Firstly, I don't want the kids to get bit by the snake and I don't want the snake to get harmed by fearful parents.
But you're a normal person. The snake was going to bite you.
No.
You're not a snake catcher. You're not an environmentalist.
Yeah.
You're a normal person like you and me.
When the world calls for a hero.
Hey, a
Any
dead hero.
hero
Be dead. Hero dead.
You see this?
Dead.
I have
Dead.
watched.
Tell us.
I watched all the snakes in the city.
Even me.
We've had dingo in here.
So?
Nick Evans has given us. I've
That doesn't
seen
make
it.
you qualified to play with snakes.
I went
any
and
way.
found the longest stick and an upside down traffic cone.
And then tell us the rest.
And then
yeah.
I gingerly lifted the snake up and I put it into the traffic cone.
Yes.
And then I observed it couldn't get out of the upside down traffic cone.
How do you know
Snakes
that?
don't slither, guys.
They don't.
Snakes don't slither.
Yeah,
they
they
can't
slip.
move up trees, through trees, in buildings, walls, roofs, cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't slither.
It wasn't. It hadn't learnt to slither yet because it was a baby.
You don't know
It was
that.
a baby. It didn't even know its ABCs.
Darren Maule.
What
Anyway,
human
cut a long story.
drives with an open snake
okay. So
in your
that's
car?
where it went a little bit pear.
Yes.
So I decided, and in all the episodes I've watched, they've always said release the snake in an unpopulated area.
They don't
so
tell
I had
you to do that.
Well, there was no one else. So I put the snake in the cone in my car in the passenger seat upright with the seatbelt on because safety first at all
Yeah,
times.
because the seatbelt matters when you're dead.
No, the seatbelt kept the cone upright. All right, so it didn't fall over.
The snake was on your seat.
It was
That
on the
means
passenger
it wasn't even in the floor next to you.
The snake was in the passenger seat.
Darren, no. It's even worse now. You made it worse.
Then I drove slowly, and again, because people freak out about this, I drove to a undeveloped area somewhere between Ballito and Nklanga and Tongaat, okay? And And then I got out my door, and then I had my hazards on, and then I opened up the passenger door, and I unbuckled the cone, and then I took out the cone to release the snake, and I didn't see the snake come out of the cone.
My brother, that snake is in your car as we speak.
Oh my
The snake
goodness.
might be
Yeah.
in
No,
my
and you
car.
know what? I don't even feel sorry for you because who drives with an open snake next to them?
So if
my
anyone
goodness.
wants a
Even
second-hand Toyota Yaris,
the snake
might have
people.
a snake.
No,
It's
guys,
for
even the
sale.
snake people.
It's in great condition.
Don't carry and transport these snakes open. They put it in a bag. They have a system. You
Yes,
should have
there's
called
buckets.
the people. Why didn't you
They
call
put
the
it in
people?
Tupperware.
Yes, they put it in a bag.
Yes.
They don't leave it open next to them in the car,
Yeah, but
waiting to die.
It was cone shaped. Like it was like the cone down.
No,
to,
that
Can I stop here, Darren?
Yeah.
We have someone on the line, sir.
Who do you have?
Good
This
morning,
is your
Mr. Nick.
intervention.
Mr. Nick Evans. Hello, sir.
Oh, how's it, Nick?
Morning, how's it?
Yeah, Nick, please chat to this.
Please help us, Nick. We
this
need your help.
fellow. I didn't say young fellow, but this man. Yeah.
Nick's gonna back me up on the story, I'm sure. First, Nick. Have you seen the video? Nick Evans, by the way, is this is snake.
He's a professional.
We used to call him. He's the snake rescuer.
Yes.
He's the guy you call.
You should have called him.
I did.
And you know him.
He was busy on another
No,
call.
he's
Don't
never
lie.
busy. No,
Nick,
no, he's never
Nick,
busy.
you know Darren's lying, right?
Nick,
Well, I mean, he had done the job, and he seemed to have done a good job.
thank you.
Don't encourage him.
Thank you. What snake was it, Nick?
It was a worm slug.
Oh my word!
I don't know what snake you thought it was.
But Nick, it was tiny.
Oh my
Nick,
goodness.
what would you normally do? So how, if I came across a snake, I wouldn't play with it. How would you identify if it's a boom slug, and what's the right thing to do in this type of situation?
So baby worm slug are quite easy to identify because they've got these big green eyes when they hatch. Normally, though, we don't recommend that people try and catch them. But well, because people usually use their hands, especially when it's a small snake, then they automatically assume it's harmless.
Yes.
But Darren was smart and didn't use his hands, so
Yes.
that's okay. but yeah, generally we always advise people to never pick up the snake, no matter what it looks like.
And I'm sure, Nick, you've never put a snake in a cone and
driven
come up
with
with
it
this
next to
theory
you.
that it won't slither
Yeah,
out
it
of the
doesn't
cone.
slither. A snake can slither out of a cone, right?
It was a small worm slung in a big cone, so it looks alright.
Nick, are you condoning this behavior?
So Nick,
It was a noble deed.
Oh, thank you.
okay,
Yes.
you know what, Nick? I have real serious questions. So, since we don't, as a normal person, just touch these snakes or interfere with them, we phone someone like you, right? Tell us about snake season, because I think it's now. And when will these snakes start hibernating?
Well, you know, the bad news for snakes is snakes don't hibernate in winter in Durban because it's warm all year round. And winter's quite an exciting time of year because it's mating season for black and green mambas, even pythons.
Very exciting. So exciting.
If you like snakes, Durban is the place to be because there's like action all year round. But yeah, they are active now. And, currently, it's hatching season, so most species are hatching now. From mambas to house snakes and obviously worm slung.
That's
the biggest.
Yeah, Nick, that's what I heard. Because like the moment I told people I had relocated a mamba, like every single one of my friends in my neighborhood was like, "Oh, we found a juvenile. We found a juvie. We found a juvie. It's definitely season, guys."
Yeah, they're hatching now, and the biggest worry people have is when they see a baby snake is where's the mother. But mother snakes lay their eggs and then they leave them. They don't look after them.
They're gone.
Yeah, so you don't need to worry about the mother. The father's also long gone. Brothers and sisters don't stick together. So once they hatch, they disperse and they kind of try and find their way in the world. And you know, most of them will get eaten by birds and mongoose and other predators like that. Yeah, they're part of the food chain.
Yeah.
So if there's 10 baby snakes that hatch in someone's garden, it doesn't mean all 10 are going to grow to adults. And
That was Nick Evans, a snake rescuer.
East Coast Breakfast.